Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to your reading for the next 6 months. Let's explore the practical magic unfolding for you. We will start with your coffee cup, then move on to your tarot. There's a pathway opening right there, and I see a swan in the beginning of this pathway. Wow, it's a very clear path, a very clear cup, so which is a good sign. And the pathway is opening with maybe in the beginning of the 5th month here. The swans, they mate for life. So for some of you, this can be a relationship manifesting, okay? Or for some of you, this can be indicative of a partnership forming or finding your forever place as like a work. This doesn't mean that you have to work in the same space or forever. This can be maybe even finding the profession or the inspiration. That activity really boosts your energy. And I see here there are 2 pathways opening. This is the beginning of the 2nd month timeline. This is also outside your comfort zone, but they're very light energies. This can also be symbolizing, because there are phone lines right here. There are 2 different confirmations, approvals, or maybe even phone calls that you're going to receive that will carry extremely good news, light energies. Another thing I see here when I look inside, there are 2 people hugging. I don't know if you can see the heads. I can see one of the nose right there. This can be coming together with someone who is in your heart space, that is really speaking to your heart, that you align together very well, and you're joining. This is your heart space, so it's your heart's desire to join with this person, or maybe even hug, come together, form a partnership, form a friendship. And for some of you, I feel like this is someone you don't really know, meaning this is someone you have as an ideal partner maybe in your mind. That's why the swan shows up here. And swans, or if you ever watch 2 swans dancing, they're extremely aligned. They're just perfect creation of the creator, I feel like, because they have this alignment. And these are we deem to see them as these are animals. Like, how are they going to know? I feel like their alignment, their synchronicity and rhythm is much better than most human beings when you look at the relationships. So they move with their dance that instinctively, but also really like a feeling their next movement. So I feel like whatever is coming into your life, it is aligning with your movement, your desire, your heart's desire. This can be someone you have the same type of direction in life, same type of planning, thoughts, desires, the things that you want to accomplish is aligning in the same direction. So that's why it's forming a heart shape eventually here, which is a good thing. And this can even be someone that you're going to maybe travel together within the 5th month timeline, and that you're going to travel together, you're going to go somewhere together, get outside your comfort zone, or maybe even you're going to move out of your comfort zone and move in with this person. That can be the situation here. But there is a pathway opening that maybe you're going to create an extra pathway for this relationship, meaning maybe you're living in a certain city, in a certain place, and this can be like a little vacation home that you're creating with this person to go to time to time. And this can be maybe business deal, which is in a different city or a state, that you will separate some certain amount of time every month or so to go to that place, which is also light energy here. So that will be something that gives you pleasure. This is not going to be forceful. This is going to be a very light energy. I see here there are 2 people running. They seem like they are running towards the 3rd month here. They're inside of a bubble, and this can be catching an emergency or urgency situation. You might have a partnership. This can be someone you are in a bubble with, can be also symbolizing maybe, again, someone that you currently have in your life, or like something that you are doing at the moment with a person. Like this can be, what I'm trying to say is, can be like a work environment. You might have like a partner, maybe you have been put in a box with this person that you need to take care of a situation, and maybe there was a procrastinating, so the thing's delayed. That's why now you're on the end of the things. Another thing with this energy, for some of you, I feel like maybe there's a paperwork that you should have been filling out, taking care of, submit, and maybe it's just delayed so far. Within the second month, towards the third month, you might have this kind of like an urgency with this person to, let's take care of this so we don't left behind. And this might also showing up here, so you will be aware that if you feel at this moment there are certain things coming to you to maybe as an idea. For example, if you're applying to school, they require certain portfolios, certain paperwork, approvals, referrals, this and that. Since we're going into the summer, I think this admissions are like in August, and then the school starts in September most of the time. Maybe it's time to just, before that time comes, start collecting that information, putting the things on the side without putting yourself in this stressful moment. Maybe you are being led by someone who is a procrastinator. Which, Virgo, you are extremely organized. You most of the time, you know the next step. And this might be someone that is actually misguiding you and telling you it's not the time yet. You don't need to worry about it. So I feel like here, if you would like to avoid this urgency moment, just trying to rush things, you can, if you handed something over to someone, you can maybe even check to see how they're doing with the situation. Okay. Another thing here, I see again two people. Now they have a brighter silhouette. They're relaxing into the moment. So when you check upon the situation, when you take control of the situation, you're going to handle it very easily and very calmly. You're not going to, you don't have to rush the things to make things happen here. Within the fourth month timeline, I see there's a wand. Kind of looks like an arrow on top of it as well. This looks like a lightning rod to me. The lightning is striking on there and protecting these two people here. The lightning can be an unexpected, like a tower moment, some things actually crumbling in an unexpected way. But I feel like this is something you are aware that a structure that doesn't work anymore. This can be a friendship, this can be a partnership, this can be a relationship, or maybe even a business idea that is not really working anymore. So the lightning strikes here, and but because you have a lightning rod, which can be symbolizing the insurance that you have on the side, or something that is security that you put on the side, is actually protecting you. Okay, that's the protection, that's the shield that you have. So it's not going to destruct anything. It is going to come forward. So it will maybe even, because I see here there's a relaxed moment coming forward, something that you can contemplate, but you're not sure if it's going to happen. It seems like that's showing up. So maybe even I see massive fish right here. On top of the fish, there's a tent. This can be for some of you house related things. Like I say, maybe if you have the insurance, the fish, the money is actually going to come to you. You're going to get compensated. Okay. So that's why I feel like now these two people rushing to take care of things. This can be maybe an insurance for the house or a car or something that needs to be paid. So when the lightning strikes, you'll be ready. Okay. I know this is very specific. This can be interpreted in different situations as well. And this can also be spiritual thing, that spiritual guarantees that you're putting on the side and practices that you're actually doing day by day that is protecting your future. Okay. Another thing here within the fifth month, I see two people having a conversation here. One of them is looking another way. The person right there with a hat, someone with authority, is trying to have a conversation. And I feel like here you're the authority, want to have a conversation with someone, and this person keeps looking away. Can be annoying in some situations, but it seems like they're looking away or not even away. They're looking at certain contracts, certain bright moment right here. This person might be actually redirecting your attention to something that will be really working for you. So if you're trying to make a deal, and if the deal is not going through and it keeps delaying and your attention keeps turning towards another thing here, there is something better happening up there for you. So it's good to pause for a moment and see the other things available to you. This can be, for example, maybe you're trying to purchase a car and you keep looking at a certain brand, going to a certain the seller to store, or there's a certain thing they call it. Anyways, you go to that person and they keep delaying the paperwork. They keep asking for more stuff, details, and this and that, and it's not really working out. And this person keep looking at maybe on their phone in front of you. You're going to a certain brand, but they're just checking out another brand, or they're driving another brand, and that's catching your attention. You're going to become aware of that. So maybe it's time to pause there. And if it's not going through, do not push the paperwork. Do not push the process. Pause, and then maybe turn your gaze towards what they're looking at. Okay, what the real attention goes to. That can be a sign there for you. Okay. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, focus on that one. It seems like there was like a dark, heavy energy surrounding you that is actually loosening it up. It is going to release itself. Your desire initially is going to come really fast, and then it's going to accelerate even faster. I see there's a masculine figure here. I'm going to flip it one more time, and I'm going to show you there. He's standing right here. He has fluffy hair. Kind of reminds me of I think this 80s hair, like a heavy on top. There is this, not a mohawk, but there's a style to that. Patrick Swayze, I think he used to have that kind of like haircut back in the day. So it can be someone wearing that kind of hair, can be someone who was young during those timelines, standing here, and they're creating this massive bean here. The bean needs to be planted so it can become the beanstalk, which can carry you to the land of the giants. Okay, the land of the giants can be symbolizing this higher level of wealth, abundance, resources, business that you want to reach. Okay, so this can be someone 80s, if they were like in their 20s during the 80s, can be like maybe someone born on 1960s who has been in the business, and they have the resource, they have the seed. Maybe the seed can also be representative of their knowledge that will help you to reach to the level, to the maybe the environment that you want to go to. Another thing I see here, you're holding a torch in your hand. This can be something that you want to light up, a new idea you have. And it is, we have a Snake King coming here for you. Snake King reminds me of the Salamander King, which is the king of wands have a salamander. And salamander is actually resilient. Resilience, it just represents. This can be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius energy, a fire sign. And they're not really happy. You can see they're, they have like a grumpy, like a frowning mouth here. But either way, they're right there standing with you. You have your torch in your hand, and the torch might require their fire to get light up. Torch can be symbolizing something that you're passionate about. But the thing is here, if the king is the investor, maybe they're not happy with the portion that you're offering to them, or maybe the idea hasn't developed yet fully. That requires a deeper planning. And I also see here there's a shield. You see someone like, kind of looks like medieval time, like a knight shield, like a hat, the one that they wear on their heads, like a helmet. Some things might be actually this. I feel like the king might be afraid of the knight here, which you might be thinking, oh, I should be the kings afraid of the knights. that reminds me in like Game of Thrones, for example, if you know the history of it, it's not a real thing, but I feel like it is inspired by real events as well. When the kings get weaker, the knights get stronger. So it can be a situation there that you are tipping off the balance while you are actually coming up with this new idea or demanding certain things. Okay, so being aware of that is important because I feel like this is not your battle to fight, but it can be affecting your supporter here. So being aware of that is important. There's a second desire also flowing really easily, and it's actually closing a cycle and opening up a new one. It can be even affecting your king here, the supporter here, and giving them more power so they can actually support your other things that you want to manifest, you want to do, okay? The thing, the project in your hands. I'm going to get to your tarot now. I know that was a very specific message, can be reinterpreted. This can even be a relationship. Maybe you want to start a relationship with someone, but that person has maybe a business deal they need to take care of or a financial situation that they're stuck in right now. And that's why they first need to take care of one thing so they can continue pursue you, okay? Can be the situation. I'm going to get to your tarot now. We're going to start with your current situation. If you have a specific subject, you can focus on that one. And then we're going to look into how will that evolve within the 6 months and the factors affecting that situation too, okay? Let's see what's happening, what's coming your way. Beautiful Virgos. Oh, Seven of Pentacles is having kind of like a little bit doubt. She planted a beautiful garden. I thought this was a parrot, but not exactly. And she has beautiful flowers. She planted the garden, but in her eyes, she has a little bit doubt because she's not really seeing the garden growing. Like the if we take this as, because they look like kind of like sunflowers, they're not fully grown yet. They don't produce the sunflowers yet, sunflower seeds yet. Okay, so that's why maybe you're doubtful because you're not really collecting the results. Okay, the situation will evolve. We have Nymph of Swords. Nymph of Swords is actually the Page of Swords energy. She carries a lot of power and she is representative of the expression, self-expression. And so I feel like here within the next 6 months, if this is your desire is to express yourself and maybe even become an authority in your position, in your situation, it seems like that is going to happen. Okay, Nymph of Swords is the page, and this is a goddess. This goddess is beginning a journey, and the swords ask us to consider associated decisions and actions. She is perched upon a ledge looking over the land. She holds a sword in one hand and an orb of light in the other. It seems as if she's offering these up, as well as using them to carve and illuminate her landscape. Birds and bees busy themselves around her honeycomb covering. She possesses a third eye, indicating that now is a great time to tap into your intuition before you take action. You're ready to strike, but to be sure, take alternative perspectives into account before applying your ideas or power. So it seems like here, even though you're doubtful, maybe you don't really know what's going to happen next, within the next 6 months, you're going to start getting clarity about what to do. And your, I feel like, logical input, the things, the experiences that you have, as well as your intuition, is going to merge together and form a perfect paste, basically perfect remedy for your situation. And you will move ahead. You will observe and take action, create new ideas. And with that perspective, you're going to actually achieve success in your endeavors, okay? And how your internal factors will affect it. Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, okay? I feel like you're going to take the right action, but you might also feel like this situation is maybe limiting your capacity to expand into the other areas. Let's see what else is coming forward more, because Eight of Swords is mental entrapment. Even though you're moving forward, still having the doubt about if this is going to work out is limiting your maybe access to the higher authorities or maybe higher dimensions. We can even interpret this in the sense of like resources, okay? Because if you feel limited, you wouldn't see the resources coming your way, okay? You see, she's actually wrapped around by leaves. She can cut them off easily. And we have here the external factors, Queen of Wands. This is actually the energy of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have someone with the snake, the salamander. I interpreted the salamander, I'm sorry, with wearing crown as the King of Wands, but you have the Queen coming forward here, and she's powerful. She has here the fire, the light of the fire, and I feel like they're going to receive some help from external factors as a fire sign. They will be supporting your cause. They will be there for you, and they might pause a little bit the progress, and then move forward again. So patience is important here, but you will receive divine help. And final result is Ace of Cups, your heart's desire, true love, whatever that you want to experience. This love can be romantic, love can be doing what you love to do, enjoying your life and manifesting what you would love to have in your life, even if it's something luxurious or something necessity. They're all aligning and coming forward here eventually, okay? That's the final result here. Let's see the clarifiers, because I want to see what this Eight of Swords situation is. We have Knight of Swords coming forward. Even though you have doubt, Knight of Swords is coming forward really forcefully, really fast. So you will receive the clarity as well. Even though you feel doubt, we have two clarity comes back to back. You will receive the answers, okay? And there with the Knight of Swords energy will be coming extremely fast, because it's the fast horse, maybe even the fastest horse. And when it comes to your 6 months, yes, your planning, analytic thinking, taking action, following your intuition, they're all going to help you set up this beautiful land for yourself and prepare your amazing future. This for some of you can be indicative of love, but Knight of Pentacles is all about material satisfaction at the end of the day. So not only emotionally, but I feel like for some of you, you're going to be spiritually and materialistically will be satisfied, okay? Internal factors, you're going on a new adventure. Maybe this can affect us in two different ways. When you have a sudden change in your life, our mind tends to keep us in the same place, because it can be scary to suddenly change an environment. In order to keep us in the same place, our mind can sabotage us, put us in a position and people with environments that limits us. Maybe that's why internally you're feeling that way. But it seems like you are also setting off a new adventure, and expansion is there for you. Emotional, spiritual, maybe for some of you, this is material expansion. Maybe your income is going to increase. That's why now the things are feeling like you're trapped in a position. So move through it. Do not hesitate. You are in the right direction. You are going on like a new lifestyle is manifesting for you. You're going on a new adventure, basically. External factors, King of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands is a very strong energy. So you're being supported fully. I feel like materialistically, when it comes to manifesting your adventure, your desires, your passions, they're fully supported by the universe, as well as the people, the necessary people, the support, the material support that you need. They're all going to show up in the right place. And final result is the Empress energy. Empress, she is the creator, the Mother Earth, the Father Sky. I heard it somewhere the other day, Mother Earth and the Father Sky. So she's the Mother Earth, and she's there to support your earthly needs and desires. And this can also be you creating the world you desire through doing the things that you would love to do, experiencing the things that you would love to experience, and pursuing those things that will increase the things, material things, emotional things. Maybe even this can be someone that is coming forward to give you the love and the support that you need at the end of the day. I feel like there are too many characters, but this can also be symbolizing characters coming into your life, as well as the full support that you're going to be receiving by synchronicities, okay? Let's get to your oracle now, and we're going to look into if there is a blockage, because with the Eight of Swords, there's a blockage, mental blockage showing up here. Let's see what that is, how you can heal that, and what will be the outcome for you. What needs to be resolved? Encouragement. You see there's a giraffe mother encouraging her child right here. Maybe you are expecting external encouragement, and because you're not seeing that, that's why the blockage is showing up right there. I feel like here the healing will come forward. We have the goblins. Goblins sitting in the dark. Let's see how the goblins will help you out, yeah, to resolve that situation. We have 2-5, by the way. 5 is travel, adventure. So moving forward. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. So whoever is not really encouraging and supporting you, forgive them. The goblins may be like speaking to you and telling you they're doing something wrong, but it seems like there's an internal approval that you have. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through the low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. So, this is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws, and the message for you here is you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is a divine spark. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. So I feel like you're expecting the encouragement to come from outside, but it seems like it is within you. And the more you start giving that, that's where the healing is going to happen. The outcome is metamorphosis. You're changing shape, turning yourself from, I feel like, the cocoon to butterfly, and expansion. And there's another 5. We have 54, 5, 25. And it's just going to be like a massive growth for you, a beautiful change. You are in the process of deep and beautiful change, okay? Let's see your second oracle now. I'm going to pull a spell for you. And this can be also seen as a practice. It doesn't have to be like a ritual. And that's what actually the spells are. These are activities that we do. We have a money spell right there for you. Let's see. Grow your own prosperity. Let's see how you can do that. The following list of herbs can be used in any ritual work in which intention is prosperity. Allspice, almond, basil, bergamot, mint, cedar, cinnamon, cinquefoil, cloverdale, ginger, heliotrope, honeysuckle, hyssop, jasmine, myrtle, nutmeg, oak moss, sassafras, vervain, and woodruff. Try these alone or in a mixture or ground into incenses. You can also plant prosperity garden and refresh your abundance altar. The jasmine is something that I use. I have this little thing that one of my friend actually gave to me. This is the smell of jasmine. Rightful, yeah. Like I use this before I do my readings, meditations. It doesn't say frankincense, but I use that. Cinnamon is actually sweet cinnamon. You can burn like the cinnamon stick, and that's extremely powerful. A sweet smell, taste of like that brings money. So you can use that to grow your own prosperity, and you can even plant a little garden that will call with the intention to call the prosperity into your life, okay? Let's pull your affirmation and what you need to know as your final message now. Let's see. Queen of Cups. Guys, let me tell you something. I shuffled the deck. This Queen of Cups keeps coming you're the third sign that received it. So I feel like there's a heavy energy of self-love that is required to change the world, change ourselves, and manifest desires that we have, okay? That's your mission. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. Queen of Cups is the energy of love, acceptance, self-acceptance, compassion, self-compassion to yourself and to the others, to the world. And that is going to be extremely powerful for the next 6 months energy. When you love and trust that yourself is actually you're being guided towards your highest good. When you trust that you will receive blessings faster, okay? Right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Your energy means the world here, and until next time, take care of your beautiful soul. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.